Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment.
Most definitely, me peoples. I'm back with another exclusive video reaction right here. It's of the rapper Boosie Badazz. You feel me? I'm saying today he pleads guilty to his federal gun charges in San Diego Federal Courthouse. You dig what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna react to this. I'm gonna stop and go and give y'all my take on this situation. And on the flip side, though, you feel me? We gonna give the reaction with Charles and White, and I'm gonna speak on that too as well. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's jump right off into the action. Make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Meanwhile, me peoples, let's jump right off into the video.
Right, and his legal name is Torrance Hatch. Now, a lot of times defendants don't really want to talk to us if they're still going through court proceedings, but he was fine with it. He says he accepts responsibility for what happened, and he's ready to move forward.
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. You know, it's a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with, and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over with.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else. Yeah.
And his attorney provided us this video of him performing on stage. Now, Hatch, known as Boosie to his fans, now awaits sentencing. He's a father of 9 kids. His fiancée was with him in court today. So some background on this case. It stems from a traffic stop in San Diego in May 2023. Hatch was arrested in Choias View after police found 2 guns inside a vehicle he was riding in. Now, the state charges were eventually dropped, but the feds then pursued a case against him because he was a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, which violates federal law. Now, the 42-year-old rapper announced earlier this month on social media that he was going to take a plea deal. And so this morning he went before a judge and entered that guilty plea. So here's what his defense attorney told me outside court.
I am optimistic for Mr. Hatch.
Oh, come on, me. Come on, done got it. What y'all sell? So now I'm happy. Boosie finna have his last pool party. Boosie, ain't no pool where you going, boy. Listen, now he's so humble. His spirit look broken. Oh, boy, the boy queefing out his ass. Boy can't make a sound. He can't make a out his ass. That boy pooping. The boy can't make one when he fought. The is pooping right now. Did y'all see the Vlad TV? The boy looked so humble.
Case, the feds came, picked it up. They had a ruling in the Supreme Court that went in my favor, and the case got dropped by the judge. The case got dropped. They went appeal the Supreme Court ruling, and they won on the Supreme Court ruling. Now it was back again. I could have appealed that, but that'll be 2-3 more years, and you know, I'm just wasn't gonna go to trial with it, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go to trial with it from the dump, actually, but I feel like this the right move for me. You know, I trust in God, Vlad. I mean,
this ain't my Boosie. Boosie Boo put the now greatest alive on top 5. Back to the clink, boy. That diabetes go flare up so goddamn bad that first 30 days. And have, I hope they send you somewhere where they mistreat Boosie. Cause you need to be taught a lesson. See,
I think up until now, everybody know Charles and White gonna make his plays and try to capitalize and make his show off of whatever's going on in the media, and he gonna put the extra stints on it, you feel me? But on the flip side, though, you feel me? I feel like this is a sad situation for Boosie. You know what I mean? He ain't the same dude no more, and he's a rapper. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like to some extent they should be able to let certain rappers, you know what I'm saying, have a firearm or be able to protect themselves due to the fact that there'd be a lot going on in the rap world. It's a dangerous job, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff, you feel me? But at the end of the day, you know, his faith is good, man. He believe in the Lord. Although people gonna have a lot to say, you know what I'm saying, keep your faith and keep it going, though, Boosie Badazz, man.
you talk to God, talk with. One thing about the God y'all talk about, you can't serve 2 masters, Boosie. You serve money and then you talk God. You can't see the God y'all talk about hate lukewarm. warn people like Boosie, you go serve God, rap about bitches, supporting killers, riding with the free to killers, or you gonna serve God, Boosie. So God have to push you where you gonna serve him at? In jail? You gonna serve him like a in jail, Boosie. Cause what you gonna do? Break down to your knees like you said you do. You said you was on your knees that last time you was in jail, praying till they start bleeding. God wants them knees to bleed again, Boosie.
You know, I think I'm gonna come out pretty good, man. You know, everybody think it's over with for me, but you know.
Well, last July, when you got indicted again on the same charge, but then there was a new drug-related charge?
They added a charge, say I was a drug addict.
I think they were trying to use one of my interviews to justify that over something that you were talking about from like 10 years ago.
They say I was a drug addict, man, and
how are you even charged with that? That's a charge?
In the plea deal, that they throwing that out. I guess.
Okay, they threw that out.
Make them bleed. Hopefully don't nobody make your ass bleed while you're there, Mr. Tough Guy. You stand on them street code. I thought street was proud to go to jail and walk the main yard with the maximum security. Don't get mad now, Boosie. Take your ass to jail. Go where your kind go. Street love jail. They can't stay out of it. You whining and crying because they about to send your ass to jail. You ain't gonna get a life sentence. 4 or 5 years at the most. You deserve it. Hopefully you can get healthy. Skin clear up. Yes, your skin clear up. Yeah, they need to send Boosie. That's exactly where they need to send him. Wherever they send Bobby Shmurda, that's where they need to send most. Bobby ain't stopped smiling yet and been dancing like a. I ain't seen Bobby angry one time. Not one time. Ain't got not one complaint. Half you niggas need to go with. Well, I need to find out where they sent Bobby Shmurda. Wherever they sent that other boy, the one over jail. Which one of them caught the pistol case in California? Rowdy Rebel. He was playing PlayStation. I heard. Yeah, he was bragging about it. They had a PlayStation. He ordered a PlayStation. They need to send these where they can't get nothing. Shit, El Salvador. That's where they need to send that. They're over there in El Salvador, where them MS-13 motherfuckers got to be. And they ain't got nothing. That's what they do. I can't wait. Ooh, I'm throwing a party. What Boosie go to court on the 26th? Let me see. Boosie go to court on the 26th. Going to the strip club, and I'm throwing $26 in there for Boosie. Just $26. I ain't throwing too much money for Boosie, mother. Boosie.
Also, outside looking in, it looks very crazy and critical for Boosie, because at the end of the day, you not just going to regular court, you dealing with the federal. So they may just give him 5 off the rip, you feel me? Hopefully that don't be the case. Hopefully it be something totally different. But for them to do all that appealing and different things, they wanted to get something out of Boosie, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We don't know how things going to play out. You know what I'm saying? All I can say is, you know, pray for the dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for him, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I feel like Boosie has changed tremendously, you know what I'm saying? And he's a testimony for the youth and even for some of the OGs, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I mean? You could come from a certain lifestyle, but you could change, you dig? So, man, salute to that man. What do y'all feel in the comments?
Yeah. That nigga go to jail. Ooh, what Tootie gonna do? Who gonna mentor Tootie while Tootie gone? Listen, Tootie, if you ever need a mentor, reach out to Unc. Call me at 214-944-00002. And yeah, if I don't answer, just leave a message. I'll get back with you.
He, as you just explained, you know, wanted nothing more than to accept responsibility and put this behind him. And now it's my job to make sure the court understands the scope of the case and what the case is really about. And more importantly, all of the amazing things that Mr. Hatch has done for the community, continues to do, and the amazing things that he will do going forward.
And Hatch currently lives in Atlanta. Now he faces a maximum of 15 years behind bars. His defense attorney did not disclose any parts of the plea agreement or any details about it, but the judge made it very clear today, regardless of what's in that plea agreement, it is the sentencing judge who will have the final say. So the sentencing hearing is set for November 21st, which is just days after Hatch's birthday. Anna Carlo.
Kelly, one thing you mentioned is that state charges were dropped here and the feds picked up the case. What else can you tell us about how this case moved its way through the system?
Yeah, and there was a lot of back and forth, and some of that had to do with the fact that the U.S. Supreme Court recently made a decision basically stating that you cannot prevent people who were convicted of non-violent crimes of owning firearms. So at the end of the day, Hatch could have continued fighting this charge, but as you heard him say, he's ready to move on with his life. He does not want to continue for this to drag out in court.
So I was rich then, but you ain't even know it like Rocco. We don't keep score, we just keep on scoring.